Welcome to 5 Points Blues presentation of Back to the Basics. Everything you wanted to know about Cowboys football, but were too afraid to ask. Here are your hosts, Nikki Harrison and Kristi Scales.
Hello and welcome to 5 Points Blue, Back to the Basics. Everything you wanted to know about Cowboys football, but were too afraid to ask. I'm Nikki Harrison here with Kristi Scales. It's been a while, but we are back.
And we're starting off the regular season with a bang, and we're so excited not just about regular season football kicking off, but about some really awesome things coming up. And Charlotte Jones-Anderson joins us on the 5 Points Blue podcast to discuss. We've got the Dallas Cowboys Studio. We've got the market coming up this Saturday. We've got the Charlotte Jones collection inside the Omni Frisco. Welcome, Charlotte. Happy football regular
Happy
season.
Football. It is here. We are so excited. You know, summer is always great and training camp is always great, but you know, there's nothing better than the week of game one, ready to go. And we just, the excitement, you can just feel it when you walk down the halls.
And before the kickoff on Sunday in Charlotte, we have something really special that's going to take place here at the Star in Frisco. There's a market that we want to talk about, but also the opening of the Dallas Cowboys Studio, which is inside Fans United here at the Star in Frisco in Charlotte. Tell us about the inspiration for the Dallas Cowboys Studio collection.
Well, as many of you may know, you know, we have so many fabulous women that work at the Dallas Cowboys. As a matter of fact, like 46% of us who work here are female. When you have that kind of saturation and that wisdom and that input, there's a lot of ideas that come forward with that. And one of the leading ones was, I wish we had more merchandise that we could gravitate to, that felt like us, that was something that was unique and different and not just kind of your standard either pink or shrink or whatever it is, but something that gave it a little more energy and enthusiasm that represented who we were. And so all the ladies here came up with an initiative called WIN, which is Women's Impact Now. And that is how can we celebrate the brand of the Dallas Cowboys and really the culture that we have created in here and around and express that in ways through both merchandising and just things that we do that are unique and different. And so the idea of creating a pop-up within Fans United called Dallas Cowboys Studio that offered items that were not quite so heavily branded Dallas Cowboys. You know, we all love to paint our face and we all love to wear the jersey and we all love to do those things, but sometimes we like to take it in a little bit different direction and really kind of more fashion geared or something that feels a little bit like us, but kind of in a unique and different way. And so with great collaborations with many people and a lot of wisdom in these halls, we've created a collection and really curated a collection of items that really say Cowboys without like totally saying Dallas Cowboys. Sure. And so we've got some fun things to talk about here, but and actually probably more importantly, you guys are sporty.
There you go. Like does this say Cowboys?
That would have
Star. That's a little obvious, but
which is you know we love, and we're so thankful that we're blue and silver, right? Blue and silver and white. This would be a little bit hard if we were like orange and brown. Yes. So I'm so happy that we have the blessing of being who we are, but also. If you follow fashion in any sort of way, you have seen that stars are a trend in fashion. And so from the biggest designers, from Chanel to Fendi to Stella McCartney, all the way through, the star really represents a lot. Obviously, it represents America, but it also represents a very strong fashion statement as well. So, like Kristi has on, there's nothing better than just a bold star, right? And for us who love the Cowboys, this really says it all without actually being a jersey, but really makes you feel like, yeah, I'm still supporting my team.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Nikki, remember those days when the women's collection was just a jersey or a T-shirt that was pink, and that was about it. But when you talk about the design, and we'll talk more about the collaboration and some of our great partners, I think that a lot of fans still don't understand about our design team with Dallas Cowboys merchandising that literally is 3 floors above us, right? And on the podcast last spring, we had Rachel and Erica, two of the designers come talk about it. But this is something that the Jones family and the Cowboys have been, you know, with the merchandising that started back in the 90s, and now we finally get to show off more of it.
And you know what's so interesting, Kristi, because we've all been here quite some time. A little longer than we probably want to really admit, but I'm going on 29. Kristi, you're right there with me. But that was it. You saw the training camp team, and it was big Dallas Cowboys, and we all wanted it. That was really, what we felt like represented the Dallas Cowboys. But over the years, our own feminine ideas of how we expressed our fashion, or just kind of what we believed in, didn't really get to the forefront of retail. And even though we really wanted to create it, the retail world out there didn't want to sell it, because it was all about, well, if you can sell the hat and you can sell, the jersey, that there's only so many SKUs they can put in a store. So we kind of got left out. We got left out of that vision that you see across, the floors of retail. So the beauty here is since we can manufacture and distribute our own and carry our own, we can move some things out of the way and make room for the things that we would like to celebrate. And so, with that's kind of how we dove in, and the people upstairs do an amazing job there. We actually should kind of do like a video over their shoulder, like to kind of watch how they create everything, because it's really inspiring. But it's, it's all the things that you see, when you're walking through a store of like, I could wear that to a Cowboy game. It doesn't really like shout Cowboys, but boy, I could wear that, and I could wear it with my favorite this, and then, then I would wear it to work, and everything would be great.
Yeah, and when you're designing it yourself, and it's your own store, Fans United, that you can do. And by the way, we also want to mention that the fans that are going to be at the home opener on September 16th and going forward, there's actually going to be a Dallas Cowboys Studio store inside AT&T Stadium.
Yes, which is great. So we have a beautiful store that is actually at AT&T Stadium, but this pop-up will be on the concourse area. That's right. And what also is great that I think is very important to mention is there's something for everyone in every shape and size. And also I think people find in retail that it's hard to find that size that fits them, whether they're plus size or small size or anything in between. Sure. The beauty here is that it runs the gamut of size. And that's the main thing. We want to include all of our fans in this experience.
Yes. Yeah, that's right. There are all sorts of size options, all the way up to the plus size options. And one of our collaborators is Spanx. I'm not afraid to say it. It's true. And we also want to mention that fans who can't come to Fans United in Frisco, or maybe aren't able to come to Arlington for a game day at the stadium, this collection will also be available online. So it's great because you can do your shopping for special gifts, whether it's Christmas or a Cowboy female fan has a special occasion coming up. You can buy things online. And some of the other things, each month it's going to change within Fans United in Frisco. And one of the things that's really neat, and we'll announce the date later, but an in-store event with Dak Prescott, and that's going to benefit his Faith, Fight, Finish Foundation. That's one of the events coming up. We've got the military-inspired pieces, that's the do-it-yourself patch bar, things like that. The Christmas, Valentine's Day with Kendra Scott, and all of that, another one of our partners and collaborators there. So it's going to be something that's new and different, and it'll change not just throughout the football season, but throughout the entire year, and that's part of the idea, right?
That's part of it, is to keep everything exciting and fresh. And as you mentioned, working with Dak, that's in October around Breast Cancer Awareness Month, of course, honoring his mother. We love all the holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and of course Valentine's Day. But this is something that will be out there all the time. I mean, this is an evergreen experience. Like, our fandom doesn't just start and stop, during the season. It continues on, and to be able to do it in ways that are unique. And we're even going to have like a gift wrapping place where you can come and get your favorite presents wrapped in like Cowboy style, gift wrap, and that's kind of fun because you're always looking to do something unique and special, around the holidays.
Absolutely. Now, Saturday, September 8th is a big deal going on. The market here at the Star with Fleece Style. Now, explain what that is, because when I think the market, I think, summer squash.
You're thinking farmer's market with
farmer's market.
Okay.
Do I look like I grow fresh vegetables in my backyard? Well, this is what is so great. First, we just love for people to come out and be a part of who we are out here at the Star. And with all the great partnerships between the Omni and the restaurants that are out here and the plaza itself, that there's really a great energy. We wanted to amp that up and really create an experience where people could come out for the day and experience this market atmosphere where they could walk the streets, and in between the Ring of Honor numbers that you would weave through are great pop-up stores on their own, like a Kendra Scott, like these people that have interesting apparel, they have interesting home decor, just, a variety of a lot of things. So you have that whole kind of experiential day right out here at the Star. So, and it goes all the way through to the day, but then at night, we're going to have a movie on the plaza. And if you haven't come and seen the movie on the plaza, that's a fun experience. So Friday Night Lights, we love our Friday Night Football.
Yeah, that's right.
So we're going to be rolling that too, right on the plaza field out here.
Yeah, and we want to mention that because the event starts at 9 in the morning, and we want the guys to know, because this is really important, that you want to come too. And that way, your girlfriend, your wife, your daughters, if you're not into the shopping, they can do that. But there are events for the kids.
That's right.
Yeah. But also, there's going to be college football games going on the big screen, right, at Tostitos Plaza. And then, of course, all of the restaurants that we have throughout the Star, they'll be doing games. So we really want the market at the Star to be a full-day event for the family. And because it's on a Saturday in September, the guys can enjoy college football. And then, as you say, it ends with movie night presented by Essilor with Friday Night Lights.
Yes.
As the movie.
So there'll be all kinds of fun things. So Rowdy will be out here, the cheerleaders are out here in the afternoon, just really that kind of festival Saturday. And that's the thing, that's what I found as a mom, is you're always looking for experiences to do as a family. And what can you do that are fun and that are not expensive, and that give you just that option to kind of just let the kids go, but just also be able to have kind of something for everyone. And this certainly will be that.
Yeah, and
the event is free.
The event is free, and the parking is free. But for those folks that aren't familiar with Flea Style, what's great about it is it's not just clothes. I mean, sure, there will be a lot of pop-ups with clothes and accessories. There's home decor that's included. There's jewelry. There even a flower cart. So there's something for
you can get
everybody.
An eye exam. You can get there's all kinds of different things. So there's kind of something for everybody, and that's the important thing. It's like keep it interesting and make sure that everybody can find their spot. And go appreciate something that's being offered.
Very nice. Yeah. And that's, again, September 8th,
yes.
9 to 5.
Yes.
With the movie in the evening.
Night,
on Saturday night, the movie will be Friday Night Lights. So now, all of this stuff, Charlotte, with a lot of your favorite things on display, you have curated your own store. The Charlotte Jones collection that is inside the Omni Hotel Frisco, right here at the Star. So how did the whole thing come about? Did the Omni people come to you and say,
we have? Okay, so
I mean, this is like a dream come true. You get to fill your own store with the things that you love the most.
Favorite things, and for me, it's like kind of one of those. Did I wake up and go, I'm bored? I mean, I'm not really sure how I jumped down this path. Although, I will say this. The Omni is an incredible partner of ours, and they've done an incredible job with the hotel that is here. The Omni, historically, in all of their hotels across the country, their gift shop, if you will, in each of their stores is very representative of or native to the city in which they're in. So, for example, the one in Nashville has custom guitars. It's like, what is it that actually is the native connection of the hotel to the community in which they serve? And so, we went back and forth on some ideas, and they all just kind of felt like they had been done, because we love Texas and we do Texas in a big way, kind of everywhere. But how could we do that with a twist? And so, I just was like, well, we could do something. I'll do all my favorite things and put it in one place because it seems like people just gravitate to things that are new and different. And, I think when we all go shopping, we go shop all the time and we're not sure where to go. But when the list of someone's favorites comes out, you're like, okay, what's their favorite and what's their favorite? Because you just need a new idea, every now and then. And so
like a guide.
It's like a guide, a guide at all price points. It's like Oprah's wish list.
That's right.
I mean, we've all been there and studied, all of those things. And I am certainly the studier of the list. And you just are looking for something clever, unique, but also if you're a visitor here, you want to take something home with you that represents your experience that you had here. Absolutely. And that's really what the collection is all about. So it's everything from the glasses that we serve in our suite, on our suite on game day, to just my favorite smell, my favorite pajamas, my favorite jewelry. I mean, just all of these different items that are there for men, women, and children.
That's what I love.
But everything in there has a story. And it's like, how did you find this and why is this significant for you? And when you walk into the store, there's like two big eye catchers. And there are these precious, kind of like, I like to say like Barbie cars, but they're Ford cars for kids. The little ones that you, drive around. And they are completely bedazzled with Swarovski crystals, all like cowboy decked out. So there's one for a little girl and there's one for a little boy and like a little, jump in and drive around. But the proceeds from that goes to the Salvation Army. Okay. So it's like the connection of, really, who we are and then kind of what we are. And, it's, I really didn't have an expectation of the store when we first created it. It was more to serve as the gift shop for the hotel. But everybody has seemed to really, really like it. So we have just kept that going and grown, and a lot of people just kind of keep coming back, which is super exciting.
That is very exciting.
Yeah. And who are some of the, let's see, so we've got the Hublot.
So Hublot is in there, which is amazing. Paige Denham is in there. Kendra Scott is in there. PJ Savage, which is a cool, like really super comfy pajama line. Peter Millar, I like to dress, the men in my family are looking for more, sometimes I'm like, but Mom, can't I wear the jersey to church? It's like, okay, you can wear the jersey on game day, but if you still want the cowboy thing, let's kind of spiff you up just a little bit. So it's, again, it's influenced in a cowboy way, but not completely heavily branded that way. Some of the things are more practical, like I need a clear purse on game day or clear bag to go into the stadium, to meet our code restrictions. And then others are fun and whimsical. And, I think when you've been through the store, there's a really great woman over there, Erin, and she kind of knows the stories, and you kind of feel like you've gone through a story about the Cowboys. Everything has a direct tie and some kind of meaning associated with it.
I love that.
Yeah, you mentioned the clear bags. We have one here because you can get it not only there at the Charlotte Jones collection, but also as part of the studio there at Fans United. And then, of course, as we said before, if you're not able to come to the Star or to AT&T Stadium to visit the new Dallas Cowboys Studio collection, you can buy online. We have some more goodies
putting it on my little Instagram too, and you can just like swipe up and like take it home.
And we should show on the back of the Sunday Fun Day. How cute is that? Do you love it?
Cute.
Isn't that great?
So cute.
Okay, and then
got some sweaters. This is like your option, but it's white.
This is one. Both of these are like my favorite. I love them.
Love this. Yeah. And then this one. It's like
this one may be my favorite.
Cardigan.
Isn't that great?
Cardigan.
Yeah.
But I mean, you
super
can
fun.
Wear this to the game, wear it to work, wear it out shopping.
Wear it on your fan day Fridays, to like dress for your team on Fridays to work.
Just to kind of put everything in a bow here, to wrap it up and put it in a bow, which again, we will have the free gift wrapping too. But, when we talk about whether it's the Charlotte Jones collection inside the Omni Frisco, whether it's the Dallas Cowboys, the Studio collection, or things that we're going to see at the market here at the Star on September 8th on Saturday. It's all within the Cowboys brand or affiliated with the Cowboys brand. And as the brand manager of the Dallas Cowboys and the executive vice president of the team, how do you define the Cowboys brand?
That's interesting. I think when we come to work every day, we fight for a standard of excellence. We fight to be the best that we can be on and off the field. We watch the men that are taking the field on Sunday go out here and strive to be their best have failure, get back up and go again, and know that every day they have to be a better version of themselves. For me, when I think about the Cowboys brand, it's about every day we have to be a better version of ourselves. And, obviously football is in our blood out here. But I truly believe that for a lot of our fans, it's almost like a culture. And there's an aspiration that goes with it, that we all admire those who strive and aim to achieve the very best that they can be. And in that, I think there's some of that we all can pull from in our everyday lives, whatever we are doing, to have that aspiration to strive to be the best. And I think as I approach and as we approach the Cowboys brand, it's how can we be that in different ways and be able to meet people where they are. And that could be in fashion, it could be in art, it could be in architecture, it could be an experience out here, but just how does that kind of ethos of striving for greatness affect you in different ways? And in our game is about creating memories. I mean, this is about that experience. You want to go with your best friend, you want to go with your family member, you want to go with your child, whoever that is, because you're wanting an experience that will last a lifetime. And so when you're thinking about that, that's a pretty overwhelming thing to shoot for, of like, I want to make sure that everyone has the most memorable experience they have, whether it be at AT&T Stadium or here at the Star or through an experience of a podcast here of, I want to be able to do something that's memorable and significant. So that really kind of drives who we are and allows us to kind of keep raising the bar on ourselves.
Yeah. One last thing, we have time for a football question. What are you excited about this season? Because we have a revamped receiving core. We've got Zeke, who has been fantastic through training camp.
I am excited about the unknown. I am excited about this young energy that is infectious out here. And if you go to practice, you see it. There is that, I am going to get it today. I am fighting for this. And there is, every single player, it feels like, is so appreciative of their opportunity to get a chance to live their dream, that's infectious. And I think when you see that, as opposed to, I'm just coming to work today, or I'm coming to work today and I better be good, it's like, oh my gosh, I get to come to work today. And that makes us walk down the hall and go, I get to be here today. And I think with that gives you that excitement of, I have no idea what's about to happen this season, but what I do know is that the energy and the passion and the enthusiasm that they take the field with, both the players and the coaching staff and the supporting staff, is that they will be competing and fighting to be the absolute best they can be. And you know what? Then the rest, it'll happen on Sunday.
That's right.
It's awesome. We can't wait.
Can't wait.
Can't wait to get it kicked off Sunday.
Yes.
Can't wait for the market on Saturday. And can't wait to visit the Dallas Cowboys Studio inside Fans United here in Frisco, Charlotte. We can't thank you enough for kicking off the season.
So great to be here.
Yes, thank you.
Ready
We'll
to go.
Stranger.
Yes, I know. We'll be back.
And thank you all for joining us right here. Everything you wanted to know about Cowboys football, but were too afraid to ask on 5 Points Blue.
This has been a production of 5 Points Blue, DallasCowboys.com, and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys?